जयपुर वाया कोटा
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
ಲಕ್ನೋ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
Hyderabad Superfast Express পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दियो
Rajasthan won the toss, put Delhi into bat, and Delhi has got to 221 in their 20 overs. A good batting effort, you would say, of course, on the back of Jake Fraser-McGurk getting a 19-ball 50. His opening partner for today, Abishek Porel, did well as well. He got 65 at just a smidge under 200 of a strike rate, and Tristan Stubbs 200 strike rate, getting a 41 on the back. So they've had contributions from everyone. For Rajasthan, the good news is that Ravichandran Ashwin has got more wickets today than he's got in the previous 10 games. So he got 3 today, and he'd be happy with those returns. Sandeep Sharma got 1 and Trent Bolt got 1. You're watching Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur. With me still, Pommie and Lisa. Pommie, you'd have to say that this is kind of a so-so batting effort.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because it's a 2. People are going, what? Is he drunk? No, it's not 10 o'clock yet. But yeah, the average score at this ground, because it's been a batting-friendly ground, 3 games before, 249 is what they've got. But, I mean, they'll be happy with the 221 today. It's been a good batting effort.
Yeah, at the com box we said, I said, if they get less than 220, they haven't had a decent effort. And it was only par. I said, if you get...
They listen to you, literally.
If you get 220, then you've kind of done what you're supposed to, but you haven't surpassed expectations. Yeah. You haven't really utilized the base that you have. If you think about it, what were they, 115, I think, at 10? Yeah, so you expect with just a couple of wickets down at that stage that you would be able to up the ante. You're talking of Rishabh Pant coming in, Tristan Stubbs coming in, and so kind of building on what has been set as a foundation. They didn't quite manage to do that, and you've got to credit the bowling attack for being able to take wickets as they went along.
Yeah.
And those wickets kind of slow them down a little bit and mean that onslaught is a lot later.
Yeah, the slow period, that was the 11 to 15, because they got the wickets there. That's the only way you kind of stem this flow of runs.
Yeah, the game, T20 cricket once used to be about defending, right? You know, how do I defend the boundaries? How do I minimise the damage? Whereas now it's like the damage is happening whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So just pick up wickets and potentially there's a chance that you can, sneak a single, a dot even, God forbid. Yeah. So wickets are absolute premium, and Rajasthan did well up until almost the last bit. I think 53 runs off the last 3 overs.
Yeah.
So that kind of 65 of the last 5 as well. So it just probably tarnished actually a decent effort from a bowling perspective. Because I do think that this is still probably a par score, maybe just under.
They, of course, we talk about the foundation being set, the 115 in the first 10. That happened on the back of a brilliant 50 yet again from Jake Fraser-McGurk, who started kind of slow. He looked a little... He missed a few balls. There was a few ones. He was swiping at everything. That's one thing you'll give him. You're swiping at everything. He got 7 of his first 7. Then he gets 19 of his next 7. And then he gets 24. And that 24 you're looking at is essentially that Avesh Khan over, which went for 28. Jeez, he got after him.
Yeah, I'll say, at the start, you have the ball swinging just a little bit, and I think every batter then doesn't have it their own way. I think yesterday, ball swung a little bit up at the front, batters struggled. Bolt, generally, that's his weapon. He's going to swing the ball. That's why he gets so many wickets up at the front and gets so many wickets early and puts his team on the front foot because the ball swings. This time around, he didn't get him out, but he sort of went through him so many times. And you, as Rajasthan Royals, you're thinking, how lucky can this guy get? And once he gets past that and the ball doesn't swing anymore, then he comes into his own. On Avesh Khan just happens to bowl in the zone that Fraser-McGurk looks to try and absolutely take down. And he came up and he just repeated the dose each time and went further and further. Unfortunate for him, but probably needed to just change it up, change the pace, bowl fuller, almost go defensive in that over once the first couple had disappeared.
Yeah, he gave him, I know it's not Jake's birthday today, but Avish gave him a few birthday cakes there, right? A few lollipops in that over.
He did. He was like, just want to check if he's good at this length and this pace. And no, he is. Okay, great. So, you could see that Sanju Samson was trying to slow down the play, go up and have a chat. You don't often see him run to the bowler and have that conversation, but he saw alarm bells, this one's going to go for a big one. So not great from Avish Khan, because you want someone who's played a decent amount of cricket, who understands the game, to have been able to execute better.
Yeah, and it can happen. Like, so when you watch, as we were sitting there watching the over, we kept asking each other, where are the two fielders that are out, right?
Kept hanging it.
And so if you're going, okay, you look at the replay, and this is the difficulty of not being at the ground, right? Because when you're at the ground, there's more context to whatever the delivery is that is bowled. And when you see mid-off up in the circle as the ball disappears, you say, well, okay, so he's not really meant to be on that side of the field anyway. You know, that's a missing in length, and it's a missing in line, because you're having him attack the wrong side, right? That's where you don't have fielders out. So if you're going to yes, pound the pitch, but you need to be dead straight, because you've got your man at long on and you've got your man at deep square or at deep mid-wicket. Yeah. So that's okay. If he hits it over those guys for 6 each time, then you're fine. You say, hats off, well done. But sometimes the execution does go awry. You get it totally wrong. You sometimes will get the old red mist, and you're trying to just get the over done. And it can happen to younger guys who are unable to kind of wipe the slate clean after each ball to try and reset and then go at what the plan actually is to start again. And maybe, you come out on top. Last ball, you reset, and maybe you get the guy out. And then it's not so bad in the end. But, hey, everyone's been at the receiving end.
Yeah, and he really was today. Avish was at the receiving end. When you look at the bowling, in fact, you see that he was, obviously Ashwin has got 3 wickets, so life has been good for him today. He's gone out to run a ball and picked up 3 wickets. And we spoke about this in the comm box as well, Pommie, that Avish bowled the 2 overs, so it was 28 and then 14, and he may not come back, and he didn't, because Sanju had the 2 overs from Riyan Parag that went well today. There was a 6 of the last ball, so when you take that away, he had gone for 11 and 11 deliveries when everybody was going mental in terms of batting. So that's been a big up for Sanju Samson today, because we talk about Fraser-McGurk's 19-ball 50. Let's not take away from the fact that Porel's opened for a second time this time, so he's kind of new to this position. He has batted really well today and staked a claim for being Jake's partner in the remaining 2 games.
Yeah, surely not now. We won't see a change in the opening partnership.
Surely.
But
stop.
You never know. Stranger things have happened. We were talking about the fact that Abishek Porel, there's not much to him, is there? Yeah. But he does pack a punch, because he's got really fast hands, got great hand-eye coordination, and the flurry of the bat, just kind of he waves it around like a wand, and is able to really get some power through. So credit to him, that he's been given a great opportunity, and he's grabbing it with both hands, because you don't know when your next opportunity will be. Yeah. A little bit like Prithvi Shaw. You don't want to hope that they just keep with you for a period of time. Make them not want to drop you, and he's doing exactly that. Yeah, we got to actually congratulate Lise that she got her prediction right.
What was the prediction?
Not of the guessing game.
Oh. I was going to say, ooh, hold on.
I was like,
I got them excited. Last night, Lisa had said, had picked the player to watch out for was Ash. You'd picked Ashwin yesterday.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. You picked Ashwin. Wow. Yeah. You saw the future, Lisa.
I was like, I picked also David Warner.
Yeah.
Not in the 11.
And you happened to be the only person who picked him. Yeah. Because Delhi didn't pick him today. So, but talking about Ash, this is the Ash we all have come to expect and love, of course. Yeah, it's kind of strange to kind of look at, and I know that the grounds and the conditions, it hasn't been bowler friendly, and maybe this is where he kind of starts,
bowling the spells that we're used to, because the wickets are starting to be a little bit more tired potentially. He's getting a little bit of purchase, maybe some purchase compared to none. And he is clever, he is smart. No doubt he would have analysed his performances in previous matches, and the fact that he's only picked up 2 wickets prior to this game just shows you it's not been the season for him. So that was probably the missing puzzle. Not that things were going array for Rajasthan, but him kind of coming into form, that's a great sign for them.
Yeah, we spoke about this, Pommie and I spoke about it in the Combox, where we said the wicket of Jake Fraser-McGurk that he got was off a full toss, just caught at the 30-yard circle. On most days, Fraser-McGurk would send that into the parking lot. But just like batters take the streaky under edges for 4, the bowlers will take the full toss getting out, and Ashwin just needed some good fortune to go his way to unlock, because that can happen as well. You get the wicket, next week you get another wicket, you get Akshar out, and you just grow as a bowler in confidence when you're getting the wickets, because Ashwin's great, but getting 2 wickets in 10 games, it's bound to affect even a seasoned campaigner like him.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say about Ashwin is that he's kind of philosophical in the way that he'll look at stuff, right? He'll and because he's experienced, because he needs not prove anything to anyone about how good he is, he's very good. I mean, that's why he's still about. That's why he's still right at the forefront. And in terms of the way he's been bowling, you couldn't say that he's not bowling well.
Yeah.
Right? In a side that is winning, where the bowling's going well, the batting's going well, and generally they're doing all things right. You have to look at his performances in context. And continually, as I think about the way he has gone, I go, oh, what is it? Everyone's talking about these wickets. But when I check the numbers and I go, okay, right, Tata IPL 2024, economy 8.69. This isn't a season that's going at 10.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're going less than 10, your team's chasing less than 200, this season you're winning just about every time, bar now where a couple of scores that have been less than that have been defended. But generally, with the start of the season, he's actually held on quite nicely and done a decent job in the middle without necessarily being the one to take the wickets. He's kept, someone at the other end then takes the wickets. And as a team, because when you're putting your bowling group together, you're trying to have them complement each other, right? You're trying to have it so that if you can strike both sides, great. But if you can make that one strike because this one does hold them, then that's great. That's working as well.
Can I tell you, if memory serves me right, this bowling unit is working so well. If memory serves me right, they've only given 200 once before this in 10 games.
A chase, yeah. Is that the 200 chase?
Yeah.
Where they lose on the last ball.
Yeah.
And I think that's in Jaipur, and I think that's Gujarat Titans who just get there with Rashid Khan at the end, because they have that long batting line.
So that's it. They've not given. So that's how well the bowling unit, everybody else has travelled. So this 221 is the most they've given away this season, but their batters are up to it. If you look at it, there's going to be Josh Butler, of course, who's going to come in as an impact sub, so he's going to open with Jaiswal. Sanju Samson's been in great form. He's won 2 Player of the Match awards already. Then, of course, they get Riyan Parag, who has just taken to 4 like a fish to water. And then you have the hitters. You have Robin Powell. You have Donovan Ferreira today. We're going to see him for the first time. There's Dubey as well, Shubham Dubey, who's come in. Ash can bat. With that kind of batting lineup, Lisa, and the form that they're in, I don't think they're talking too much about this 221 being tough right now in the dressing room. No, and because they've been able to post or chase down totals that have been big. Yeah, 6 times, yeah. Yeah, that they feel very confident in everything that they touch at the moment is turning to gold. The missing piece was Jaiswal, and he managed to kind of flick the switch only a few matches ago. Yeah. So everyone is clicking along nicely. So that's why I say I think it's a below par score against the side of this quality, because they'll think, yep, this is definitely in our wheelhouse. We can chase this down. And for Delhi, the bowlers, there's There's a little personnel change there as well. We'll have a look. They've already made their impact substitution. They've got Rasik Dar Salam in there. They've got Mukesh, again an India bowler, Khalil India bowler, Ishan Sharma. They've thrown in Gulbadi Naib here, and then of course their two spinners, which is Kuldeep and Akshar. So Rishabh's got he's got a good kind of variety to choose from there.
Yeah, lots of options. Belief is going to be important for Delhi Capitals. They've got to ensure that they get some sort of a start. And by that, I mean, you don't want it disappearing to all parts, but you also want to get at least 2 wickets in that power play, just so that you're putting a long batting lineup under pressure.
Yeah.
Because if you don't put them under pressure, then the pressure totally shifts and they can kind of coast along for the longest time with the full knowledge that they've got all their resources and you can't stop them at the back end on a small field.
Yeah.
When you've got 200, and I like what you say about, 220 is probably about par, right? And when you've got a biggish total on a good pitch, teams still need to play well.
Yeah.
And we so often we take it for granted. Like this season, we take it for granted. Oh, there was 170 on the board. Mumbai will chase that. They didn't chase it, right? In the previous game. Yesterday, they did. Similar sort of thing. Chennai have got 169 or whatever. They'll chase it. Don't have enough runs. Don't get there. Lose by 30. Because when it's a decentish total, even on a good surface, the pressure of the board says, well, 1 over's gone. Now it's gone from 10.5 to 10.8. Yeah. Well, what does the guy who's out there think? Does another person turn up and bowl a really good over out of nowhere, rip someone's stump out the ground? Then there are problems, jitters, bit of panic here and there. And so you still have to play well. So the belief on the side that has the runs on the board is so important, because they know if they just shift it just once, then it can kind of shift a whole lot more than they expect.
Got news for you that Jaiswal is out.
There you
Second
go.
ball.
Wow.
Jaiswal is out. Second
Who
ball.
got him? Khalil?
Yeah, Khalil.
Yeah, what a bowler. This season has been fantastic.
There you go. So you're already saying, interesting. Maybe if you were saying that Rajasthan batters got this, I think they've leveled it now. Delhi taking that 1 wicket has perhaps leveled the playing field. What's the power play guess is going to be now with this? Yeah, 1 wicket gone already.
Ladies
Come
first.
on. You got it? I've got a number in my head. Come on, go
69.
for it. Oh, God, I had 67.
Oh, really?
I won't say 60. That'll be mean. That'll be mean if I say. I'll let you go. Come on.
77.
Ooh, good one. I'll take 62. That's what I'll do. I'll take 62. All right. That's it. That's our guesses. That's business for now. We'll see you at the end of the 10th over. 2-2-2. Choo is what Rajasthan needs to get if they want to get back to the top of the table. And Delhi will want to really defend this with all their life to stay in the mix and stay in the qualifying race. So that's all we have for you right now on Cricbuzz Live. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back soon. Bye-bye.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
Hyderabad 50 Express পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন। कृपया ध्यान दियो